creep again, and hopefully leave some archers to protect any ghouls that he has, or wisps that he has, or in this case, the Shredder. You as the undead player, pretty much same thing. At this point, he's going to go out and try to creep his Death Knight up to level 3. When you're creeping, this Demon Hunter harass is still here. Same practice as earlier, how you want to do that. Anyway, okay, now, when you're teching to tier 3, here's your order of operations. When you're halfway through your tier 3 tech, you want to start up your Lich and your Slaughterhouse. Ilmatic was once again late on both these. Yeah, he was a little late on both these. And basically the idea is once you get tier 3, you want to get Frenzy, Stone Form, an Orb on your Lich, and about 2 heal scrolls and a single statue. And then you're going to go make a big push. And the whole point of this is you want to take advantage of your ghouls, and I mentioned in my last audio commentary that ghouls are tools, and the same thing holds true here. The ghouls are excellent for harassment and early game play, but as the game goes on, they're too damn flimsy to really be effective. So notice here he's got everything except for the statue, and he only has 1 heal scroll. It's ideal to have 2, but whatever. And basically you want to go and fight with the Night Elf player before he gets a level 3 Panda, which is exactly what's going to happen here. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to put a ton of pressure on him, really screw him over, kick down his army of size, and hopefully what you want to do is stop him from being able to kind of force up an expansion, and kind of put your ghouls to use before the Panda's massive area of effect makes them useless. Here's how you want to micro this. Basically, you want to just stick your ghouls on archers, and have your Lich and your Gargoyles focus Dryads one at a time with the Orb focus. So, this is a pretty hot battle. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Once again, the Panda has not hit level 3, so the ghouls are very survivable. With the 1 heal scroll, they're going to last for a while. Now, the one mistake that he makes here is he does not have a statue. If he had a statue, all these ghouls and guards would be gaining so much HP. Over the course of this battle, he would have had a ton more HP, like maybe 200 or such on all of his units. But he doesn't, which is really bad. Also, if you've got the Micro Fort, you only need 1 statue, really, because you can manually cast the mana thing. And keep in mind, if he'd have had a statue here, that Lich probably wouldn't have gone down. He would have had the mana to keep it alive on his Death Knight, or just the HP on the Lich, so it didn't get focused down. So that's one thing to be careful of. The Lich is very flimsy. You definitely do need it for Orb focus, but be careful with it, and always have a statue. These Gargs are going to use Stone Form to heal up. That's pretty nice. So, now that that's said and done, you see that the Night Elf is going tier 3. I think right about now is when you want to put up a sacrificial pit. Basically, the idea is you want to have Boneyard going up about the time he hits tier 3, because that means once he starts getting his bears out, you'll be able to counter them with Frost Realms. You should also note that since you have had your ghouls on lumber for a long time, you should have quite a bit of that. So you'll also want to get the Destroyer form on your statues about this time. And Destroyer form is really nice. You don't really need to make a ton of Destroyers. Just 1 or 2 is nice, because you sort of need them to dispel the Haze Fire effect on your Gargs, and you also want them to deal with rejuvenation on the bears, which is actually more important. Oh, this is a really slick move here. Check this out. Ilmatic goes ahead and he gets the elf player shop right before the elf hits tier 3, which means it's going to be a lot longer time before the Demon Hunter can get his Orb of Venom and really start screwing over the Gargs. Now, keep in mind, after that fight you just had with the Night Elf player, there is going to be a pretty big gap before you want to fight him straight on again in open ground. The Panda and the Demon Hunter kind of just make the Gargs not able to stay afloat very long to do the damage that they want to. So yeah. And I would say that about now, notice that the elf player's finishing his bear tech in like 3 seconds. About now is when you want your Boneyard to be up. That's one of the mistakes that Ilmatic makes in this game. But, still something to learn from, and you'll actually see that come into play why it's good to have that up by now. With your heroes, basically at this point in the game, he doesn't really have units to creep with, since his Gargs have been harassing pretty hard, but pretty much you want to creep opportunistically, and this is a pretty good opportunity, since he obviously can't really fight the elf. He just killed the elf Shredder. I think he just bought another one, though. I'm pretty sure he killed the Shredder. Maybe not. I don't know. I know he killed one in the fight. But you just want to go around, look for wisps, and creep some easier camps that you can do. But as soon as you see the elf army, you pretty much gotta get the hell out. You see here with the slow poison and all, the lich is gonna have to pop that invuln pot just to get out of here in one piece. Don't be afraid to do that. Obviously, it's worth it, the invuln pot, to save your lich. But kind of sucks. But remember that since the elf was chasing him, the Gargs were left unattended, basically, and they're free to now run in the base and screw the Night Elf over, and it looks like he's going to get this Goblin Shredder. GG. There you go. And that's how you play it. Whenever you know where the Night Elf player is, you want to be creeping and harassing as hard as you can. Just don't get in the straight-up fight. Now, the Night Elf player has bears. He has the Master Tech. And Ilmatic still does not have his Boneyard up. This is pretty bad. You want to time your Boneyard. You don't need it too early, and you don't, but you can't really afford to get it too late. It's nice for dealing with the elf heroes, but it really isn't worth it just against the heroes. Bears are very much hard countered by Frost Screams, though. So once he has the bears coming out, it's time to get some Frosties. Anyway, he's once again just creeping up. That's all you really need to do at this point. And your focus right now is to bank at 50 food and keep an eye on the Night Elf player and watch for expansions. This is the point in the game when the Night Elf is going to look to start making some expansions. He's got his tier 3 tech. He's got the heroes, the 3/3 heroes. I think he's going to... No, not quite level 3 on the Lich at this camp. He's got the 3/3 heroes, so what he's going to do, and I think he does it right now, is he's going to push your base, try to screw you over, and pick off whatever buildings he can, or just keep you busy. And then he's going to go ahead and expand, and that's how he's going to force his expansion up. And it's really easy to do if you are late on your Frost Spear, which you're going to see here. He's going to push the base, and Ilmatic doesn't have any Frosty, so he can't really go fight the army. The heroes kind of are running wild. I don't know if he has Destroyer Tech yet. He probably should also have that. But anyways, so what you're going to see is, same thing as with the last time, my micro order of business, just send the Gargs in and the Lich Orb to pick off Dryads. And what you'd want to do right now with your Frost Realm, if you had it, is go for the Bears while Destroyers dispel any Rejuvenation or whatever. Remember with your Gargs, this is pretty bad. You don't want to send them straight in. What Ilmatic does here is he decides he's going to try to get the Night Elf out of his base by going really hard for the heroes. And this, it's not a terrible idea, but you're going to see he gets really screwed for it. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not till the next fight. Night Elf is going to push his base again in the next fight. But that's kind of his plan, since he doesn't have the Frost Realms to fight straight up. He's going to try to get the Elf to back off just by going for the heroes, which is kind of working. As you see, the Demon Hunter is backing off now. However, the Night Elf has pretty much done his job. He's got his expansion starting to go up. The Undead player is pretty preoccupied with his army, trying to deal with that. And, most Undead players, it's no surprise that he's throwing up an expansion right now. Most good Undead players, you should expect the Night Elf to be doing this around this time, because in the long run, really what Night Elves are trying to do is outlast you. Because Bear Dryad doesn't really beat Fiend Frost Realm, which is kind of the late game Undead army, and it's not even great against a Gargoyle Frost Realm unless you've really got the high level Panda, like level 5 Panda. So but they've got a lot of tricks. Like they can expand really easily in hidden places, and they've always got that ever dangerous free expansion once their Tree of Eternity, once their main gold mine runs out. But anyways, so here I believe is when he's going to push again. And you're going to see Ilmatic gets really screwed by this Night Elf's tactics. So now he has the Frost Realm. You kind of want to go for the Bears first, usually. You see the first Haze Fire. Try to make the first Haze, like the first Breath of Fire, miss, or make him waste it on something not very important, like your heroes or something. But you see Ilmatic goes all out for that hero, and then he gets staffed back to his base by the Panda, and oh, surprise, staffs right back in at full HP after just peeling up the Moonwells. That's a really annoying trick. It just sucks. You got to be careful for it. If then goes around and does the noob focus on the Panda to get out of there, but he loses a ton of Gargoyles that he really didn't need to. He probably lost like 3 extra Gargoyles in trying to focus down that Demon Hunter and kind of failing. So be very cautious with that. Kind of keep in mind the little tricks that your opponent can employ to screw you if you go for that. So it's not always the best option to go straight for the heroes. Night Elf expansion's up. Gold Mine is